Hi, welcome to week 1 and module 1 of ED1440 Technologies for Early Childhood Education. My name's Donna Goldie and I'll be working with you as your lecturer and tutor this semester and helping you learn and develop this understanding of what it means to have these technologies and different types of thinking with the little people that are going to be in your future classrooms. Now, if you have a look on the Learn JCU site on our open page, Professor Chris Walsh, our subject coordinator, has provided a beautiful overview. It's really rich, it contains all the information to give you a really good grounding of how and where this subject is going to be headed. And so I'm here this week to explain it a little bit further and unpack this week a little bit more for you too. So as you'll see with if you navigate Learn JCU, you'll see that the weeks are developed more in terms of modules. So weeks 1, 2, and 3 are module 1, and then you'll work through module 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is where those different themes or key understandings are within each one, and that's how you're going to approach it. So, the first thing you need to do as part of any first week of any subject is have a look at your subject outline. Really read, identify the key dates for assessment. See how the subject is organised. The back of your subject outline provides you a really good map, I guess, of what you need to do each week, your key readings, etc. And you'll also find these as part of the Learn JCU site. So there's multiple places for your information, but that subject outline is really important that you understand that and how it and where it all fits together. So this week you'll also see that as part of your subject materials you have this, which is a clip explaining a little bit more, unpacking things a little bit more for you. You'll also see that there's a learning guide and a reading guide, and I have copies of these. So your learning guide, firstly, is gives you a really good solid overview of the key readings, the synthesis of them, the key information that you need to engage with this week. Sorry, and you'll see that it's all about. The first week is a little bit about the subject overview, how it's organised, how where you're going to go to find your information that you need, your learning materials, etc. And there's also some little tasks in there for you too. Now, these are called individual or metacognitive tasks, and what this means, metacognition is thinking about thinking. So, if you can really consciously think about what you're doing as you're learning, it can really help cement those understandings and those concepts for you. Excuse me. You'll also see that within the Learn JCU, you have been placed into a group, and we've called this a collaborative working group. And this gives you a opportunity to make those connections and to have a group where you can actually bounce some ideas around and actually work together to provide some support for your individual tasks. So they're all designed for you to develop some group understandings, your own understandings, so you can do both a collaborative tasks and that supports your individual task. So in your learning guide this week, you'll also find an introduction to what is technologies, and for you thinking about it in terms of defining technologies. Now, a lot of you will probably look to your phone or your computer and think about technologies in terms of digital devices. However, I want you to think about what else is technology in your life. What cutlery do you use to eat with that when you have dinner? How do you write? Do you write with a pen or pencil? What does this mean for technology? What do you sit on? What do you lean on? So think about in terms of technology is bigger and has been around for a lot longer than just the invention of the computer. And getting your head around what that means and the definition, a key working definition, is really an important part of this week, because that solid understanding will take you through this whole semester of what technologies actually is. So there's also, to help you unpack that definition a little bit more, there's some YouTube clips and some activities for you to engage with as part of your learning guide that you can look through and watch and identify, okay, now that I have this understanding, what does it mean when I apply this understanding? So, as well as a learning guide, you're also provided with a reading guide. Now, as part of your education degree, each week you're going to be engaging in lots of reading, and it's really important that you really consider your critical reading skills. And even that might be something that you look up. So, what does it mean to read critically? So, reading critically is when you really focus on the key points within an article. You identify the key points, you think about it in terms of your own understanding and then apply it. And so, or link it together or find what you need from each. And so, if you can really start at this time in your degree developing your critical reading skills, it will really help you through your degree. So, before you engage with the readings that are prescribed each week and additional and viewing, have a look at your reading guide. There's some questions in there to prompt your reading and really focus your reading for you so you don't read a 20-page document and think, oh, what was that? So now you can think about it in terms of, okay, so this week for this reading I need to be looking at these key terms. I need to be thinking about it in terms of this key concept or something like that. So please ensure that you use these tools that are provided for you as part of your working and learning in this subject. So, as I said previously, you're going to be thinking about how you're going to be working and learning in this subject. So, as I said, we've set it up in terms of having a working group, a collaborative working group, and also for you to do some individual tasks. So, through Learn JCU, you'll have access to your group, it's all set up for you, and you just find the tab that says My Group. Within that, you can set up discussion boards, blogs, and this is for the members in that group to have space to work and learn together. So there are instructions in Learn JCU on how to access that, but if there are any issues, please email me always if you have any questions. So, as well as the collaborative group, as I said, you also have to do some individual tasks. Now, these individual tasks they're called discussion board tasks or whole class discussion board, are not done in your group. So, you do the working behind the scenes, and you'll see how the instructions in Learn JCU, in your learning guide, in your subject outline for what you need to put in your collaborative working group and what you need to put on the discussion board, the whole class one. So the whole class discussion board is where you place your individual work. Now, there are a couple of occasions where only one member of each working group needs to upload to the whole class discussion board with all of your working on it. But there is a space there for you to go to, and that's for your individual tasks. And this is really important because part of the assessment this semester is your discussion board submissions. So that's your overview of how the subject is organised this semester. It's in modules. The key take-home message from this video is please look at your subject outline. Please work through the learning guide and the reading guides as well as all the subject materials you've been provided for this Module 1, Week 1. And if you do have any questions, my details are in the contacts. It's donna.goldie@jcu.edu.au, and I do have a space here. However, the best way to organise an appointment, or if you need to ask a question, is to email, and we can set up a meeting or something like that, or if you're on campus, you can come in, or I can do a phone call. So I look forward to working and learning with you this semester. Thanks. Bye.